Underrated, overlooked, and revolutionary, Steph Curry wasn't supposed to be here. From a scrawny high school kid to the most electrifying player in basketball, this is the story of how Steph Curry changed the game forever. Steph Curry was born into basketball royalty. His father, Del Curry, was one of the NBA's premier sharpshooters, and Steph grew up surrounded by the game. But basketball success wasn't handed to him. As a freshman at Charlotte Christian School, Curry stood just 5'6" and weighed 130 pounds. Even by his senior year, at 6 foot, his slight frame made him an easy player for scouts to overlook. Too small, too weak, too unconventional. That's how most recruiters saw him. Despite his high basketball IQ and elite shooting, only one Division I school believed in him: Davidson College. At Charlotte Christian School, Steph led his team to 3 conference titles and a 105-24 record over his career. He was named All-State and All-Conference, but still flew under the radar. The big D1 programs passed him up, but Davidson head coach Bob McKillop saw what others didn't. He believed Curry had the potential to dominate, even if no one else thought so. At Davidson, Steph didn't just live up to expectations, he shattered them. Curry burst onto the scene as a freshman, setting an NCAA record for the most three-pointers by a first-year player with 122. He also broke Davidson's freshman scoring record with 730 points. But it was the 2008 NCAA tournament that cemented his legacy. As a sophomore, Curry led Davidson, a 10 seed, on a Cinderella run to the Elite Eight. He dropped 40 points against Gonzaga, 30 against Georgetown, and 33 against Wisconsin, averaging 32 points per game during the tournament. Suddenly, the scrawny kid no one wanted was a national sensation, putting Davidson and himself on the basketball map. Despite his heroics, NBA scouts weren't convinced Curry can make the leap to the pros. At 6'2", 185 pounds, he was still considered too small and too fragile for the league. When the Golden State Warriors selected him 7th overall in the 2009 draft, some analysts questioned the pick, doubting his ability to compete in the NBA. But Steph was ready to prove them wrong, again. Curry's first few NBA seasons were rocky. Persistent ankle injuries sidelined him for long stretches, and some wondered if he'd ever reach his potential. At one point, the Warriors even considered trading him. But Steph refused to let setbacks define him. In the 2012-2013 season, he broke out, setting an NBA record with 272 three-pointers in a single season. This wasn't just a great shooter. This was a revolutionary player about to change basketball forever. By 2015, Curry had turned the Warriors into an NBA powerhouse. He led them to their first championship in 40 years, while earning unanimous MVP honors in the process. Steph's dominance on the court can only be compared to Shaquille O'Neal's, but in the most unexpected way. Shaq dominated by being unstoppable in the paint, overwhelming opponents with his size, power, and athleticism. Steph, on the other hand, dominates from beyond the arc. His shooting is so lethal that defenses collapse and warp around him the moment he crosses half court. If Shaq controlled the paint, Steph controls the perimeter. Just as Shaq's presence inside the paint forced defenses to collapse, creating easy scoring opportunities for his teammates, Steph's gravity on the outside has the same effect. Defenders are so focused on stopping Steph's deep shot that it opens up the court for backdoor cuts, wide-open layups, and uncontested three-pointers for his teammates. His ability to stretch the floor to near half-court distances has revolutionized team offense, creating opportunities no one thought possible before. Where Shaq's power unlocked the inside game, Steph's precision has unlocked the entire court. Today, Steph Curry is a 4-time NBA champion, 2-time MVP, and holds the title of the greatest shooter in basketball history. His dominance, like Shaq's, will forever define an era of basketball. But instead of dunking his way to greatness, Steph revolutionized the sport with a three-point shot that feels almost supernatural. Steph Curry didn't just succeed, he redefined what success looks like in basketball. What are your thoughts? If you enjoyed this story, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more basketball stories. Until next time.